So, let me tell you something nobody talks about in this online coaching world. You don't need a huge audience, you don't need fancy funnels or a pretty website or the perfect content to attract premium clients. What you need to do is knowing how to communicate your voice. You need to know how to create consistent visibility, because without visibility, without the eyeballs on your offers, you cannot make money. And the confidence to sell without overthinking. And the fastest way that I found to build all of that is I went live on YouTube every single day for 30 days straight. No scripts, no fancy edits, just raw, unfiltered value. And what happened is crazy. My confidence skyrocketed. Cold leads from ads started converting like warm referrals. I built a library of evergreen content that still books sales calls for me weeks after I stopped going live. So in this video, I really want to share with you the 5 biggest shifts, the lessons I've learned and I had after going live for 30 days. And it is just the beginning. And how it really changed my sales, my identity, the mindset, and my marketing strategy. So I'm in business on being a business coach since 2020, and my whole strategy for 2025 is so different than how it used to be 2 years ago even. And exactly why showing up on your YouTube channel, even imperfectly, can help you to create high ticket clients faster than just posting cute reels every single day. So if you're a coach, you're a course creator, you have an expertise and you are ready to go from overthinking content to confidently showing up and converting, this video is for you. So stick around till the end, because I'm going to share you my favorite lesson in lesson 5 at the end, how this simple challenge helped me to get better with conversion, helped my paid ads to convert better, and how you can replicate this content engine in your business, even if you're just starting out. So even if you didn't start with paid ads, still watch this content, because this is how I am building my organic attraction marketing. So lesson 1 is confidence comes from practice, not perfection. So let's talk about this, right? So when it comes to communication, I sometimes felt like I cannot express what I want to say when it comes to the value in video content. But before I started to go live, I knew my stuff. All my clients get amazing results, amazing coaching, they get the consulting, they need to move forward within their business. But truthfully, there was still this lingering hesitation when it came to owning my authority publicly. And that is also the reason why I put YouTube off for a long time, because I didn't know how to use that visibility, use that authority to leverage that for my brand. I would write great posts, but sometimes it would still be in the drafts for days before I publish it. Or I would record a video, but second guess if I look tired or if I sound salesy. This happened to me a lot when it comes to creating YouTube video, especially pre-recorded video. I would stumble over my words 100 times, and it would so bother me that I always would start the video from the beginning. Hence why I never finished pre-recorded videos and was able to stick consistent with that. But the beauty of going live is you don't get to overthink. You saw me making mistake, but I'm okay with that. I'm owning that. I know that this is my authentic self, and this is how I show up as a coach in my calls as well. Because I come from a background of being perfect all the time, which led me to procrastination, which led to not taking consistent actions. And I have the message now that you don't get to edit yourself. You just have to trust what you have to say, and that that is already valuable, because your voice matters and what you have to say matters so much more than, fancy edits. And what happened surprised me, because after just a few lives, I started to trust my own voice again. Because I was not trying to be an expert. I knew I am an expert. I know that I am the best business coach in the industry. I just know it. I own it. I don't have to convince someone to see my expertise. So the more I spoke from experience, the more conviction I had in how I sell, how I price, and how I coach, everything started to feel different when I went live. And now I ask for more because I see the ripple effect of my work. I know when I started my business, I charged for business coaching $997. It's nothing in relation to what I charge now. And I don't have to over explain or justify my prices in a sales call. I'm okay that if someone cannot afford my prices or my program, I won't lower my prices for them, because I know how much value I can get, but I also know where this client is at their journey, and I guide them through my free content in order to help them to actually get the investments before we dive into the deep work inside my programs. So I know the right client doesn't need me to perform. They need me to lead, and that is what I do within every single live sessions that I'm creating on my YouTube channel. And that is why showing up on live was the most easiest thing for me. And this is what life taught me, that you become a better coach by speaking your frameworks out loud. Even when it is messy, even if you are doing mistakes, even if you stumble over your words, even if you are even if you have like a blackout why going live, you telling yourself that it is okay will help you to become a better coach, will help you to have better coaching sessions, because you are not thriving for perfectionism. You are here to actually lead and use your voice. So my lesson number 1 is confidence comes from practice, not perfection. Now we go to lesson number 2, which is YouTube is your evergreen client attraction machine. Instagram is cute, my friends. So I have 2 platforms that I use, Instagram and YouTube. And Instagram is to build the deeper connection, to post like reels, to build the audience, to run ads to my messenger, and then to book a call, right? But YouTube is long game. YouTube is where you are building your personal brand. YouTube is where you are more giving your clients and your audience the nurturing content they need in order to trust you, in order to learn more about how you are doing things differently. And here was what hit me halfway through this 30-day live challenge. While I was going live just to practice, I actually was accidentally building a lead generation ecosystem. So unlike IG stories, which vanish after 24 hours, or TikToks that dies out, these live videos on YouTube became searchable. It is now my evergreen assets. Means some of my lives are still being watched weeks later, and how I know, I see the views going up, I see the likes going up, and some are getting picked up in search for things like how to convert better in the DMs, how to convert your sales calls, how to price your high ticket offer, how to attract better clients, right? And I didn't even optimize them at all. I used ChatGPT to give me like tags and to give me SEO optimized title. I love ChatGPT. I used that to optimize a little bit, but that's enough, because YouTube wants to push your helpful content. So that is what this platform is built for. So if you're someone like me and you don't want to do launches every month, you want to actually build a business that is not relying on complicated funnels, you want to run a business that leverages your time, and you want to enroll clients on evergreen, this is your powerful alternative that you need to jump in right now. And no, it is not too late to start on YouTube, to start posting there, because again, the niche is you. And your brand is what makes you unique and why people chooses you over someone else, over your competitors, because of your personal brand. So you just show up, you serve, you speak directly to your ideal clients, and you let the platform do the rest for you. So before I started this year to post on YouTube my live content, I already did live streams since 2020, and mainly it was on Facebook. Facebook is great, but again, I wanted to use my content on evergreen. So where people are searching for tags, where people are searching for a topic, and then they are stumbling over my content. This is what I want to create. This is why I create my personal brand on YouTube now, and why I am all in to go live on YouTube, because I know I created this content engine without planning it, and now I'm realizing it because I have now 30 pieces of evergreen content that are doing the heavy lifting for me. And if you think about this, the next lesson, if you think about, oh my God, Anu, that's great, 30 pieces of content, I will never come with 30 content ideas. Let me help you and let me challenge you these thoughts that you have. So before the challenge, I used to believe I needed a long content plan. I need to, have a content calendar. Everything is fixed. Everything is planned out. Honestly, that is not what I had in order for me to stick consistent and commit to go live, because I believe all the content that you need is already existing inside your business. Here is what I mean. So I've gotten my best content from real coaching sessions with my clients that I do every single week, voice notes that I sent to my clients, questions my clients are asking me, DMs with leads who had objections, or sales calls that I did with leads that had questions or objections, or even why they said yes. That's also a great content topic. And also the journaling through a mindset block I just broke. And when you think about that, and when you see all the data, and when you create a list of all these different content ideas, or all these things that actually you can create content, you will never run out of content, because you do not need to wait to feel creative already. So this is how I help my clients to get out of this feeling like, I don't feel creative today to create content. Yeah, you don't need to feel creative every time. You don't need to feel ready to create content, because when you have so much content ideas and your number one intention is to serve your people, you just need to look at what is happening in your business right now, and you can create content right now, a live content. So when you lead with service, ideas come to you daily, my friends. And the good thing, or what you need to do in that moment, is take your notes and write the content idea immediately down. So in that moment, you have so many thoughts, like things are working in your brain. I would recommend you to write the idea down, and after that you can create the content. So if someone asks me, so why isn't my launch converting? That's a content idea I can create. If a client says, I'm scared to sell my content, that's a full live topic I can talk about. I can actually help them, or help my lead to think differently, to have a new perspective in order to get ready to work with me. Because I believe if a client has a question, the same question has 100 different leads as well, who are my dream clients. Because serving is, for me, clarity. So when you solve real problems, you automatically become a magnet for the people who are searching for the solution right now. So you don't need to nurture your people for 6 months, for 1 year. I don't believe in that. If you attract people who have the real problems right now, and the data is from your business, that is how you build an audience who want to work with you, who are ready to work with you now. And you are not guessing anymore. You are not questioning, is this the language my ideal clients are using? Because now you come from the energy that you are answering more questions in your content. Questions your people already have right now. And that's a whole different level of content. That is how you start to dig deep into sales content, into buyer psychology. And I want you to write down in the comment section 5 client questions, okay? Go into your Slack or on WhatsApp. What are 5 questions your client asks you this week, or DMs you have received this week? And that is your 5 ideas right there for the next live content you're going to create. And with that, we come to lesson 4. So in my business, in my company, we are focused to scale this business beyond 6 figures with organic attraction marketing and paid ads. And trust me, paid ads, I'm going to create a live video about paid ads and why I love paid ads right now. And this is for the coaches who are doing paid ads or planning to, right? You are open to generate leads through paid ads. So something incredible happened during this challenge that I did not expect. So my cold leads from ads started to convert better. Why? Because when they clicked over to my YouTube, so what I do with my paid ads, there is no landing page, there is no website, there is no email collection. What I do is I simply run messenger ads. There is a free training, like a free mini course that you can get from my paid ads. And when you click it, you come into my messenger. And from there, we start conversation and we see, can I help you? And then book a call, right? But that free training exists unlisted on my YouTube channel. So when a cold lead from paid ads come through that into my community and they start to watch this free training on my YouTube, there will always be recommended more of my content. Right? So they don't just land on a sales page and then expected to book a call. They click my video and then they can actually binge watch all my other content in order to see the value, right? They see me in action. They see me that I am real. And also they see me sharing more perspectives, me sharing, like helping them to overcome beliefs. Now think about it. If you are a cold lead and you click on someone's ad and all you see is a short video and a call, like book a call button, you're skeptical, right? Most of the time you skip that part. But if you find an entire YouTube channel full of honest, no fluff, unfiltered content where this coach is helping you, you start to trust them. You binge watch their content and you start to believe that they might actually help you too. And that is what happened for me. So I stopped needing my ad to do all the selling. And that's why we are focused on organic marketing on YouTube channel in order to warm them up for me. That is already the selling part for me. So if you are running ads and you are seeing, okay, it's not working for me, or I'm getting no quality leads, or my conversion rate are low, this is the part you need to fix, because you are not creating long form content on an SEO based platform. And that's why you are leaving conversion on the table. You are leaving money on the table. So if you're running ads, I highly recommend you to start posting live content on YouTube. It's the best way to actually leverage the money that you are spending on ads. And with that, we come to lesson 5, which is done is better than perfect. Because this is my favorite lesson. I let go of perfection and I leaned all the way into value. So what I want to say is that I have the conviction that my live content is enough in order to help someone to shift their beliefs, in order to help someone to help them to see what they need to do better, in order to scale their business, in order to leverage their one-on-one expertise into a group program, in order to help them to see what they need to do. I don't need music in the background. I don't need to hire someone to do fancy edits. I don't need a ring light at the perfect angle. What I do and what I need is a message that moves people, that is authentic and aligned to my business mission, and a voice that offers clarity. Because I know in the industry there are a lot of bullshit going on. And for me, it is important to showcase you that you can run a simple business. So if you value freedom, my number one value in business is freedom. And if you value freedom and you want to run a business that is simple, you will automatically feel connected to what I'm doing right now, because you want to enjoy your time again. You want to enjoy hobbies again. You want to enjoy time with your family and kids again. And that's why you're going to watch more content and you're going to see, okay, how can I do my business different so that it's not complicated anymore? I'm not glued to my laptop 24/7, right? That is the message that I create in order to move people towards freedom, right? And a truth that breaks your fear wide open, right? Because that is what builds trust. That is what gets me like more dream clients into my offers. So the more I went live, the more I realized that people don't care about polished content, about perfect content, about fancy edits. They really care about my perspective shifts. They care about how honest I am. They see, oh, is this person going to be this honest in a coaching call as well, in a consulting call as well. So if my content helps someone to believe that they can raise their prices to 5K, to believe that they can go from overworked and burnt out into running a scalable group program and enroll on Evergreen, to book calls, to run simple ads and see the return in a quicker way, to show up with confidence, that is what matters. That is what I want to do with my content and know I did my job. So I now fully believe that this is my 7-figure brand. By me going live, keeping it simple, building the strong foundations, and serving powerfully and pointing people to the next step. So here is my final thought. You don't grow from thinking about your content, right? I know a lot of coaches, they are trapped in, I need to create content on YouTube. I know it's a SEO-based platform. I know I need to be there to build my personal brand. That is not what will get you to your 6 figures. That is not what will get you to scale to 7 figures, right? You grow your company from doing the content. And what is the less friction for you? Yeah, live content in the beginning, it will be so hard. Yeah, you're gonna have sweaty palms. Yeah, you're gonna overthink. I know it. English is not my first language. And when I started, I stumbled over my words. I made so many mistakes. I had sweaty palms. But you know what? That was the best decision I've made in order to run a simple business. So this 30-day life challenge changed how I think, how I serve, how I serve. And here is what I want you to take away from. Confidence comes from action. Don't wait to feel confident. You're gonna feel confident the more actions you're gonna take. And YouTube is your evergreen sales machine, and it's not too late to start on here as well. If you want to enroll clients on Evergreen, you want to run a business that is simple, come to YouTube. That's the best way you can do. That is how you're going to automate your business even more. Your next content idea is already in your DMs. I told you that one exercise to do. Do it. Comment down below and come back. And cold leads convert when they see you lead. They don't need more how-tos, right? Those people who are coming from paid ads, they tried all the content tips and tricks that is existing on YouTube, on ChatGPT, everywhere. They want to see, can you lead them to their solution, to the desires? Your voice doesn't need filters, just needs stronger conviction and self-trust. So tell me, what are you going to commit to? Maybe one live a week, or going live for 7 days straight, or posting your first unedited video. No matter what it is, you have to commit to it, because your people are waiting to hear from you, not from polished version of you. So I hope this video helped you to see that your content will turn into consistent income if you are ready for it and if you want to move, right? So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.